Hey everyone, and welcome back to CyberTalk Weekly, your go-to podcast for all things cyber, digital defense, and the wild world of tech. I'm your host, Drew Bajuti, and today we're diving into a topic that's got the whole cybersecurity industry talking, not just in headlines, but in boardrooms, war rooms, and even classrooms. Today we're talking about artificial intelligence, but not in that vague, futuristic sense. We're talking about AI and cybersecurity, how it's being used to protect us, and how it's also being used against us. Yep, that's the reality we live in. AI has become one of the most powerful tools in both the defenders' and attackers' arsenal. It's a double-edged sword. One side can detect threats in real time, automate responses, and save companies millions. The other side? Well, it can generate fake identities, create convincing phishing campaigns, and scale attacks like never before. So in this episode, we'll break down how AI is being used by cybersecurity professionals, how cybercriminals are using AI to level up their attacks, the current challenges and ethical concerns around AI in this space, and what the future might look like. Whether you're a tech pro, a casual listener, or someone who just wants to understand how the digital world is shifting, this one's for you. Let's get into it. Segment 1, AI for cyber defense. Let's start on the bright side, how AI is currently being used to defend systems, data, and infrastructure. Now, cybersecurity has always been a bit of a cat and mouse game. You build a defense, attackers find a hole. You patch the hole, they find another. Rinse and repeat. But AI changes that. AI systems, particularly those using machine learning, can monitor massive networks in real time. We're talking about analyzing millions, sometimes billions, of logs, connections, and events per day, something no human team could possibly do manually. And what's powerful here isn't just the scale, it's the pattern recognition. For example, AI-driven tools can detect anomalies, like a user logging in from a new location, accessing files they don't normally touch, or copying large amount of data at weird hours. This kind of anomaly detection is at the heart of tools like ZeroTrace and Vector AI. We've also got AI in SIEM platforms like Splunk and IBM QRadar, analyzing security data, endpoint detection and response, EDR, tools like CrowdStrike, automated threat intelligence feeds that pull from global sources to identify known and emerging threats. These systems don't just flag issues. In some cases, they automatically respond, isolating endpoints, locking down accounts, or even rolling back malicious changes. And let's not forget how AI helps in incident response. After a breach or threat, AI can help correlate data, identify attack vectors, and even suggest mitigation steps. But with all this good, you know what's coming next. Segment 2, AI as a weapon. Let's talk about the darker edge of that sword. Because AI isn't just in the hands of defenders. It's in the hands of attackers, too. And cybercriminals? They're using it very effectively. One of the most immediate and dangerous uses of AI is in social engineering, specifically in phishing. AI-powered language models can now craft hyper-personalized phishing emails. Perfect grammar, correct tone, and even context-specific content. It's no longer just, "Dear user, click this link." Now it's, "Hi, Sarah. Here's the Q1 financial report you requested. Let me know if you need the updated payroll numbers." It's scary how convincing these messages can be. We're also seeing deepfake technology used in spear phishing, like the infamous case where an attacker used an AI-generated voice to mimic a CEO and tricked a company into transferring $240,000. The voice sounded real. It used the correct accent. It even paused like the real person would. Other criminal uses of AI include AI-generated malware that adapts and morphs to avoid detection, AI tools for scanning open ports and vulnerabilities across thousands of targets instantly, bots that conduct credential stuffing attacks with smarter logic, slowing down attempts to avoid detection, mimicking real users, changing IPs. And then there's the potential of autonomous attack agents. Imagine malware that not only gets into a system, but learns from its environment and adapts its behavior on the fly. It's still early days, but it's coming. This creates a kind of arms race. As defenders use smarter tools, attackers are doing the same. Segment 3, regulation and ethics. So we've talked about the good. We've talked about the scary. Now let's talk about the gray area, regulation and ethics. Governments and regulators are starting to catch up. The EU AI Act is setting early frameworks. In the US, the White House issued an executive order on safe AI development. But when it comes to cybersecurity applications, regulation gets tricky. Do we regulate defensive AI? What about AI that counterattacks? Some companies have experimented with active defense or even automated retaliation. But most experts agree, we're not ready for autonomous digital warfare. The risks of collateral damage, false positives, or escalation are just too high. Then there's transparency and explainability, a big issue in AI. If an AI system blocks access or shuts down a server, we need to know why, not just it looks suspicious. That's not enough, especially when businesses rely on these systems 24/7. And let's not forget bias. AI is only as good as the data it's trained on. If your data is biased, your system will make biased decisions, potentially flagging innocent users or failing to detect actual threats. We need clearer guidelines, more audits, and more education. Ethics and governance can't be an afterthought. They have to be part of how we build, train, and deploy these systems. Segment 4, preparing for the future. So what does the future look like? Honestly, a mix of promise and pressure. We'll see AI integrated into every major cybersecurity platform, from personal antivirus to enterprise-level cloud monitoring. AI will become the first responder to cyber attacks, handling triage containment, and maybe even forensics. We'll also see AI on AI battles, defenders and attackers adapting to each other in real time. Think of it like a high-speed chess game being played 24/7 across the internet. And yes, the threat landscape will continue to grow. Deepfakes will become harder to detect. AI will be used to manipulate trust, create disinformation, and possibly automate entire attack campaigns. The only way forward? Invest in resilience. Train your teams. Audit your systems. Use AI to strengthen your defense. But never forget that cybersecurity is still a human responsibility. Because at the end of the day, AI doesn't protect people. People using AI do. Wrap up. And that's it for today's deep dive into AI and cybersecurity. The double-edged sword. We looked at the rise of AI-powered defense, the emergence of AI-driven cybercrime, the ethical gray zones, and the wild future we're heading into. One thing's clear, the digital battlefield is changing fast. And whether you're a business owner, developer, IT leader, or just an interested human, now's the time to learn, prepare, and stay sharp. Thanks again to our sponsors, Amare Payment and Secure Edge Pro. Links are in the show notes. If you found this episode helpful, drop a rating, share it with a friend, or hit that follow button. It helps more than you know. Next week on CyberTalk Weekly, we're diving into quantum computing and the future of encryption. What happens when today's strongest security becomes tomorrow's Swiss cheese? Until then, stay safe, stay curious, and keep your passwords long and your firewall strong. I'm Drew Bajudy, and this was CyberTalk Weekly.